Hello guys, and welcome to episode 97 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as the Von Carsteins on very hard difficulty. Today we are going to be taking on Velafith, I think, with Meinrad. It's a battle that I'm looking at doing since Velafith herself is not very strong, and although they do have a lot of Blackguard of Naggarond, we have our Necromancer here, who I think has Wind of Death, and that was something that I'm hoping to use on them. So let's go ahead and take Meinrad out. We'll attack them. I can always retreat back to the settlement after the battle, so that's what I'm planning to do. For now, let's jump in and fight this on the battle map. Okay, here we are. Let's just line up our infantry. I guess one thing that I could have done is replace these skeleton warriors with something a bit better before the battle, but it's okay. What are these flying units? It's 3 feral manticores. Right. We only have Felbats and Meinrad, and Meinrad is not on a dragon yet. So I've got to be a little bit careful not to have him mauled by a bunch of feral manticores, that's for sure. Let's make a move up onto the hill, actually, since I would like to take advantage of the hill and its height in order to get a downhill charge. Keep some of these Blood Knights and the Chillgeists on the right, Blood Knights on the left. Felbats can stay back for the time being, since they'll just get destroyed by feral manticores as well. I need the feral manticores to sort of dive down into the fight, really. What could I use the Felbats on? Maybe to attack the Doomfire Warlocks when they're engaged with my own infantry, or cavalry even. Let's start the deployment, start the battle. And we'll start moving towards them. Here we go. It's going to be important to keep on top of the Dark Riders with the repeated crossbows. I think they can only fire forwards, which is helpful for us. But on this right flank, for example, I can have the Chillgeists go after the Dark Riders with the repeated crossbows, since they can catch them. The Chillgeists, they have like a slowing aura, so they're really good for catching skirmishing cavalry. Whereas the Blood Knights can just destroy the Doomfire Warlocks and the Dark Riders.
Necromancer.
Blood dragons!
Not sure we're going to get much of a downhill charge. It looks like it kind of levels out a little bit. As soon as we get into range of those arrows, we're going to want to charge. I think I might just give the charge order for the infantry now. Just engage them straight in the front line. No idea why it's doing that. A bit odd. More like it. Okay, then we'll have the Blood Knights attack on the flank here. The Blood Knights on the other flank. I think there's some more Dark Riders with repeated crossbows there. But if we just keep chasing them, then that shouldn't matter. I might just have one of the Blood Knights attack straight into the Dark Shards with shields. Hold on, Dread Knights, okay. I think we're going to catch them. Yeah, we caught them. Okay. What's happening here? The feral manticores are getting involved. We've left behind a mortis engine. It's not good, since our front line is going to fall apart pretty damn quickly if I'm not too careful. Let's have some of these bats go for the Dark Shards for now. On the right flank, we're all good. On the left flank, I think we're all good as well. Let's have 2 units attack the Cold One Dread Knights. We'll have 1 just chase down the Dark Riders with repeated crossbows. I am going to want to get the invocations going on my infantry, so let's make sure that we do that. And we'll have those Graveguard go in support. Attack this Feral Manticore.
I have their blood. Lead them. What's it made of?
I'm going to put another thing down there. That's good. Charge into the Dark Shards with shield since the Doomfire Warlocks are dead. Great. So on the flanks, we're doing fantastically.
Give them death!
Life is a phase. Death,
Let's get into range with the Tormentor Sword.
all before us will perish. With haste.
They do have Murderous Prowess already. Not entirely sure how. What's happening to these Blood Knights? Oh dear. That's not good. Let's have them disengage. The Blackguard and Nagaron doing us over. Right, they can go hide up here somewhere. Take them out of the battle for now.
Life ends. Now.
Another invocation here.
Order comes.
Need to get those guys involved. Have that Vargolf go and help out with the engagement down on that right side. Those spells are rough. Well, let's have my leader get out. He is losing his leadership for some reason. I think it's maybe because of the Blackguard and Nagaron doing like a bunch of damage. For sure. So far, so good. We've annihilated a lot of their units. I think it's just a matter of like charging into the back of the infantry engagements and then we're good. I just need my lord to get out of there. If he dies, I could lose my entire army. Let's give them the extra melee attack. Good.
Order of the Blood Dragon. Give us blood. Blood Knights.
Need to be careful about these Doomfire Warlocks.
Death. Vampire Lord.
My lord gonna crumble? Yeah, he's dying. He's apparently diminished, which means he's gonna die regardless. Oh, never mind, he's rallying. Just fly him away then, so he doesn't die.
Their time has come. Winds of death.
It's a pretty rough battle.
Give us blood.
My Blood Knights probably need to just fall back.
Swiftly.
My Vargolf's not having fun over there, that's for sure.
Fill my beating heart.
Let's just get him out of there, because while his leadership's low, he won't regenerate.
Blood Knights. With haste.
Let's finish off those Dark Shards, that's important.
Necromancer. Now, with haste.
Okay, good. Why are they lasting so long? This is ridiculous. Oh, where are my Chillgeists actually? They should be the ones chasing the Dark Riders. I think the trouble is here, is that the armies kind of split a bit.
Night has fallen.
But if I can get an invocation on these ones on the right, we should be okay.
Death magic.
Because then we can have all of these guys go over and help them out. It was a pretty rough battle, but I think we just about did it. We've caught those guys as well, which is good. We can now charge into the back of these lot. And this will pretty much destroy the entire army, so a job well done, by the looks of things, at the end of the day. Even if I nearly lost my lord. Yeah, the chill guys are great for like running down forces, so we'll let them do that. So blue.
This is madness!
Right, if we can get some more wins, then that would be great. I don't think we can.
Order comes.
No, there's only 7 reserved from the Arcane Conduit. I guess I could go Power Stone as well. Maybe we might be able to get enough. Let's ungroup the infantry. Have all the units come together.
We must have blood.
Good.
Blood knife. For blood king.
We very nearly lost my lord in this battle.
Necromancer.
I think I need 9 Winds of Magic in order to get another invocation. Looks like charge depleted. We'll just do a singular invocation on the Blood Knights there to get some men back. Okay, we're all good. That will do. End the battle for the Pyrrhic victory. It said we had a reserve that was like much higher than it gave us. We did lose the Regiment of Renown. I am not too concerned about that, since I was planning to replace them anyway. I should probably also replace those Felbats. We did also lose a unit of Graveguard. Only 4% replenishment. That's rough. Let's take the 2,000.
Fight.
And we'll go back into Torquallale.
What do you want?
I will grab myself a Regiment of Renown. We'll get the Devils of Schwarzhafen. And I will also get... I think another Vargolf would be quite nice. We did lose a unit of Graveguard, but I don't think I want to replace them. We'll just get another Vargolf. And I'll boot the Felbats now.
My bloodline calls.
And I think I might just get a Vargeist unit to go with the other Vargeist that we have. Good. So that was a good start. We've wiped out another army that was threatening Torquallale.
This will fail.
The army at Misnar
The goddess forbids it.
can be thrown off, I think. Can I not select Misnar and like sally forth?
This
Oh, they're not
will
actually
fail. No.
sieging it, I don't think, because they're on the water still. Okay.
Be important.
Now for Bernard,
My will alone.
I kind of want to go and attack Saal encampment, but his units are all completely depleted. We're in that kind of same sticky scenario that we were before.
What do you want?
If I jump onto the water, can we get into Norden this turn? We can. So
Better be important.
we'll stay there. Hopefully we can
I hunt.
replenish a bit, then we'll move back to the Bay of Blades. Count Ewald.
Times.
Time for him to head down. We'll put him into normal stance now since he's nearly at Doom Glade. Doom Glade is building an army. It looks like that's going to be a battle for Count Ewald to deal with. And Bathilda, off you go to Ulthwam. And that is everything done. So we'll move on to the next turn. I think with the magic that we had available, that last battle didn't go too badly. I used invocations where I needed to hold the front line. I knew that challenging the infantry would be hard. I guess a little bit more micro with the Blood Knights would have been nice. Just to stop them from taking as much damage and sort of cycle charging a bit more, but otherwise it's all good. Malekith heading back south. It looks like his plans were foiled after that army got destroyed, but it didn't really affect the strength rating of the Codes of Pleasure, and that wipes out an entire army. I'm not liking the movement of that army. If it goes and attacks Caron, that's going to suck. King Sunifret down here. Lots of Necropolis Knights. Tomb Scorpions. Well, it's going to be rough fighting the Tomb Kings as well. I think, honestly, the Vampire Counts is potentially one of the hardest world domination campaigns, just because you just don't have things to deal with large forces. Things like the Tomb Kings, like giants, and like constructs. There's just nothing to deal with that. Like, you have Blood Knights, sure, but like, that's it. It's not like you can hit them with a bunch of missiles and stuff. That just doesn't happen. Millen von Sinclair got wounded, and it looks like Vilmus Gorst almost got killed as well.
What do you want?
Sucks. Just grab some skeleton spearmen, and we'll attack this settlement. Okay. I don't think it's going to be terribly difficult. We'll just add this banner, one of our Grave Guard, and we'll fight it on the battle map. Oh, they don't even have walls. Okay. That makes the battle a little bit different, because they will use their large units. And that is a bad thing. I was hoping if it was on walls, I would be able to have the melee engagement with their infantry on the walls rather than in the face of all of their giants and shit. But now we can't. So that sucks. Right. I have no anti-large. That's the biggest problem here. At least I have a dragon. That's a saving grace. Okay, so I guess we'll have to do two groups. This can be group 2. This can be group 1. We'll just have the horses hanging out on the back side. Actually, it might be better to just have all the units together on one side, but there's no particularly good terrain. Like here, maybe. The other thing is that we are the vampires. We don't have any ranged. So we're always the aggressors. Another issue with world domination. Like with certain factions, what you can do, especially factions like the Dwarves or Empire, you can just have a couple of cannons in your army, not because they're decent, but because they force the enemy to attack you every time. Something that I will do with Chaos. I'll just have a hell cannon in every army, and therefore they will be forced to attack me if they don't have any like ranged artillery themselves. I guess we're just gonna start the battle though. And yeah, hope for the best. Fingers crossed, guys. Didn't control group those, so we'll just have to chill for the time being. Alright, let's have a look at these guys. There's a fellow Carnosaur and a Bastellodon with a Revivification Crystal. This, I think, causes regeneration. Yeah. Replenishes hit points of combatants nearby, so I need to take care of that sooner than later. Then we got this thing, this Bastellodon with the solar engine. That's going to absolutely annihilate my forces. Especially my cav. Let's move the cav back a bit there. You can see it's already done quite a bit of damage. They've got some of the horned ones. Oh, there's some feral cold ones. Alright, let's just kill those quick. And we'll start to move up on this left side. I think what will probably be likely is I'll break through on one side, or try to break through on one side, and then
Still my beating heart.
sort of come and flank the right side. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Guess I could just have my cavalry deal with those. It's so annoying how they auto-ungroup. I don't know why it does that, but it is probably one of the most irritating things in the Total War Warhammer.
Mortis engine.
Right, let's have my dragon come over to the left side. I'm really not sure about taking this engagement on the right, but I guess we have to. As long as I keep them good to go. With my invocations, I think we'll be alright.
Very good.
Undead descendant.
Yes, awake, minions. Winds of death.
Get the skink cohort there. I need to have these cavalry get behind. Oh, we're going to be cut off by the horned ones. Of course we are. Right, yeah, left flank's going great. Right flank, however, maybe not so much. Can I maybe squeeze through on the left side, I wonder? Get the Vargolf engaged. I probably should have checked if there was walls before I took this battle. Because it is rough, considering there isn't. Let's maybe have these guys fall back, come out. Or please let that vortex hit them. Yes. Beautiful. Nice friendly fire going on. So we've managed to break through with a bunch of guys. That's great. Let's just keep invocating this left side. Keep that strong. And we'll take off with our leader again. Alright, smash into their skink cohorts. There's the whole idea of this. Meanwhile on the right side, oh, they're just being sacrificed. Let's maybe just fall back. I kind of want to fall back. I don't know if it's a good idea. Try and run away from that now. I think they might crumble. But if we can get around to this engagement now, I think we're good. Maybe I should have just gone this way to begin with all of my troops. I guess it doesn't really matter now. I can get all of the forces round here. I think we'll be okay. Right, the skink cohort is being annihilated in the background here, which is good. We have done a lot of damage on this right flank. We do need to wipe out the skink chief. I'm not sure what their spells are, but pretty rough. Come on, Ewald, show us what you're made of.
No.
Forbidden Rod. Guess I could use that.
Order comes.
Right, let's hit the Slan Mage Priest with our cavalry. And we'll go and hit these chameleon skinks, which are trying to kill off my Vargolf. My Vargolf might die. We're doing no damage to these guys, I'll tell you that much. Ewald really needs to start bashing the skulls in.
The dead are mine. Winds of death.
Oh, there goes one of my Vargolfs.
Rip their thrones out.
Use the Power Stone.
Beast, I open my tongue. Lurgas Talis, Varimus Tauso Bushi.
Go on, kill him. His Graveguard. What absolute champions they've been. Right, now into their Slan Mage Priest. We do actually still have a breath attack or two to use. Maybe try and take off if we can.
It is time. Death magic.
Probably should have invocated these live here, but
With haste.
that's okay.
Mortis engine.
Right, let's breath attack this Temple Guard.
Swiftly.
These Hex Rays need to come and run down the Chameleon Skinks. I don't have to run down any of these troops, by the way, because it is a settlement battle, so I need to remember that, and I think we'll just end the battle there. Since our replenishment on the campaign map will likely be more than enough, I don't need to worry about invocations. Okay, well, a relatively rough battle, but we still made it work. The only thing I probably would have done differently is maybe not sent so many troops either to the right side or just committed all of my units to the left. I feel like if I committed all of my units to the left though, it may have been a bit more of a grind on the left side, but I guess that kind of suits us because of invocations. We didn't lose our Vargolf in the end because of the Dead Rise Again, so that's great. We'll occupy Doomglade, and all is well. Nice. Let's just get rid of these buildings. And our replenishment should be fantastic. Yep, it's great. Okay, over with Vlad. He is going to be jumping on the water, I think. Although I'm tempted to kind of send him up to Caron. Yeah, let's send him up north. Because of Marathi hanging around Caron at the moment. Since she is hanging around Caron, I was going to say I was going to build the Awakened Battlefield as well as the walls, but seems as though that's already built. I guess I could level 5 Caron. But what's the difference in terms of garrison? There isn't one. I think that's probably why I haven't done it already. There is a difference between Skeletal Walls and Blasphemous Bulwark though. Like you get Ken Rays instead of normal Graveguard. I think I maybe prefer normal Graveguard there. I'm not sure. Anyway, Isabella has an army of Krokgar to get through. Wow. That is a lot of dinosaurs, and we have no ranged units. I think Isabella, she also has a limited amount of Blood Knights. That is rough. I guess we have the Spirit Leeches, maybe. Build up the Blasphemous, or no, the Gibbet and the Balefire Brazier here. And I think we'll move on to the Golden Tower. What's the garrison like in the Golden Tower itself? It's actually not that good. So we may get away with this.
Massacre them!
It's going to be a rough one, that's for sure. We're nearly done with the last defenders. I think if Kroq-Gar goes down, then it's not going to take us long to pick up the Temple of Skulls and the Cursed Jungle here. Where is Serpent Coast? It must be all the way over on this far right side. Okay. Well, once we take the Golden Tower, that's going to be a second province under our control down here. And since we took Doomglade, actually, we can set a commandment. Now, since the public order is probably going to be okay, I'm just going to harvest corpses, straight away. How long till Adeline's back? 2 turns. Keep upgrading the Balefire Hearth there.
My bloodline calls.
And I think we're going to
Welcome to my
have Warmond go back down south to Torvries,
I hunt.
since he's waiting for his vampire to come back. And then what we're going to do is have
Crypt key.
Milland head north with Meinrad,
Important.
and they can be a double team taking on
The goddess forbids it.
the Dark Elf armies.
Seeking
I'm going to move to the edge of our province in this turn.
My visions predict
Nothing super
failure.
scary here, I don't think, so we should be able to attack
No.
Alicia next turn and do a lot of damage. Meinrad's still recovering after that last battle. There is like an extra slot here. What was in that? I can't even remember. Did we lose a unit of Blood Knights or something? Potentially a Vargolf. We'll get another Vargolf, then I'll just pop the Vampire in there as well. Okay, let's have a look at Bernard. Bernard, I'm tempted to keep in Norden for another turn. Marble. Okay, and we'll upgrade the Corrupted Village at the Tower of Crack.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll wait one more turn here, then we'll head back to the Bay of Blades. Although that is over 50% Vampiric Corruption now.
What do you want?
Let's move back for this turn and see if it's decent replenishment. No, it's still crap. Oh well. That will sort out the public order for us for this turn. And now we're back to upgrades, so just make sure we're building walls first. We need to. I think it's just a bunch of Saruman upgrades that I need to do. So we'll just grab these ones. Fine. Then we got 3,600. Let's put that towards the Tabaro walls. Just remembered those. And unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So in the next episode, what we're going to do is we will take on the assault of the Golden Tower. Then we will carry on through Ulthuan against the Dark Elves after a very successful battle today. That's all. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.